Hey James, I finally got this done. Um, I still haven't got the parts converted to standard yet, but I did get everything modeled based on a combination of files that you sent me and step models that you sent me. The step models that you sent me really didn't help a ton. Um, they weren't remotely close to the stuff that you really wanted quoted. I'm doing this video to clear up exactly what I would be quoting, and then I'll go back and change the metal thicknesses to standard and make sure everything fits together. It shouldn't be too hard. I have colored everything red. That would be parts that I would fabricate. It looks like I downloaded this model based on a part number in one of the files that you sent me. This came from the step models that you sent me from Italy. Um, but aside from that, everything else here I would fabricate. A couple of questions. Um, this piece is round. I don't see why it needs to be round. I think that it should be just a chute. On the other side, it's a chute. Now I modeled it round the whole way, but um, it's just a U-shaped piece. I think it should be a U-shaped piece all the way out because it's so much cheaper and easier to manufacture. I don't know why you need a lid on it. Essentially, if you did need a lid, I would still make it a rectangle instead of round. So I wanted to clear that with you. I would change that. I'm going to make this instead of using tubing. It's so thin wall. It's only 5 millimeters thick, so like 3/16. I'm gonna just fold that up as two U-shaped pieces, and that way when I laser cut the holes in the side of this tube, I don't have to get a tube and then cut it. I can just laser cut it while it's all flat and uh, and bend it up. So that's likely to have a big wavy seam down the middle. Um, the waves will help me align everything. But so that'll be two pieces I'll fold up. Everything else here is pretty well sheet metal that's just folded, so it's all very straightforward. The half-inch base plate, my question for you there, and I'll put my questions in the text body of the email, but um, I just want to clear with you, I didn't have any dimensions on that base plate at all, so I made it 12 inches by 12 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think that was 12 inches by 12 inches. I don't know. I just thought it was a very appropriate size plate. It's um, basically just outside the footprint of everything. Same with the gussets. I just made up those on a whim, um, and those are 3/4 inch holes for half-inch or 3/4 inch bolts for the concrete. So just making sure you're on the same page with me there. Um, I think that was all my questions with regard to the model. Then if we come over here, I wanted to ask about, I don't have any documentation on this clamp right here. I don't know what's going on with this clamp right around the middle. Looks like a clamp around the outside of the tube. I don't know anything about that. And I also don't have any documentation on uh, any of the mounting hardware for the sprue cutter itself. It looks like it's got plenty of adjustability there. It's like a round pipe or whatever. All that I've got in the documents that you sent me was just a flat plate, just that flat plate there. So there's a big gap of things missing there. Want to clear that up with you. Um, and I didn't download the model for this gripper. I don't know what these yellow parts are here. So we might want to clear that up too if I'm supposed to help with that. And then the last question was, I got this very detailed drawing for the grippers, but I don't think that you're asking me to quote those. I don't see where that's at anywhere. So just making sure, and if you're still up for me quoting this project, let me know, and I'll send you over a quote for each individual part and the quantities of that part to make this assembly. I think I would be doing the welding on the, this would be one part. I'll weld the gussets on and the base plate on, but just let me know if there's any more specific dimensions for that base plate, and if there's any other parts that I need to add to this quote. But um, that's it. Oh, there is one other part. Um, it shouldn't be a big deal. It looks like there's a plate in the drawings that you sent me. There's like a plate that like closes up this hole in the back. I'm not sure what the point of that would be. I don't know if it's welded in or bolted in. It doesn't have any holes in it. So you might want to clear up with me what that plate is, but that's a fairly cheap part to make. So we can talk about that if the project's still a go. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.